If I had to start again from scratch, this is exactly how I would make $25,000 a month with Snapchat shows. Now, I'm not selling a course. I really want to emphasize that. I've made millions of dollars from content creation at the age of 19. And in this video, I know only about 1% of you guys are actually going to see this. And if you are seeing it, you've already taken the first step. Let me just say, this is probably the easiest business venture in the entire world. And it's pretty disgusting. I know I have been talking a lot about YouTube automation recently, but Snapchat shows are where I made a lot of my money. And people tend to say that they no longer work or that it's impossible to get one. I'm here to tell you that it is not. And in today's video, it's going to be a bit of a longer one, but I'm going to go into exact depth on how I made $3 million in the last 2 years at the age of 19. And I'm going to show you all my revenue, how you guys can get your own shows, how they work, how to upload, and everything like that. Let's get straight into it. So, firstly, I have about 8 shows. So I have About Time, Fax Machine, Food Central, Jittered, Kickshot, Paradise, Up to Date. And then I have another 3 on another portal, which I'm going to go ahead and show you. Now, our best show right now is Fax Machine. We've had this for about 2 years now, I believe, and it's still doing, if we go from December to January, currently it's still doing about $30,000 a month. But if we were to go back to, let's go October to August, it did 59,000. If we go from July to May, it did 109,000. And then this show has just been going for ages. And let me just say, I think in total, I have about 11 shows. So I'm going to show you every single one. This is Fax Machine. Now, on my own portal, which is the portal that I own on Snapchat, you have to have a portal to get a show. Snapchat no longer approves new shows, so brand new ones. You can no longer pitch them. The way it used to work is you press the new profile button right here. You'd submit a sample pitch, which was basically a 3-minute pilot episode of what your content was going to be. Snapchat would review it, and if they were a fan of it, if they liked it, they would go ahead and approve you, and then you could start pumping out content. But they haven't approved the new show in about 1.5 years now. So the only way to get a show is by acquiring one, which I'm going to show you how to do later. But you still need a bit of a rundown on how Snapchat works. Now, the reason why Snapchat is so crazy is because the CPM, which is how much you're paid per 1,000 views, Snapchat does take half. So $11 CPM. This show has about a $6 RPM, meaning we get $6 per 1,000 views. You want to know the craziest part? The videos are 3 minutes long. If we go to one of our recent videos here, you guys can see 3 minutes and 1 second. It's about Juice WRLD's ex.
Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend Ali Blotty is flexing her earnings after...
You guys can see there, it's just like a news video. That is 100% an AI script, 100% an AI voice, everything's AI. 187,000 views. And if we go ahead and just be conservative here, you actually get paid for paid impressions, not views. So if I got 187,000 views, chances are the paid impressions are going to be more because the average person watches more than one ad. So if I had to guess, I'd say probably about 250,000 paid impressions. Times that by 6, just that one video made us $1,500 in profit. And when you consider that I have about 11 of these shows, I'm going to show you exactly how to obtain one yourself, how to run them, and how it works. So yes, as I was saying, that's sort of how the CPM works. The way you upload is you head to the story studio, you go ahead and press upload, post story, you upload it here, and then you have to set your tags and your thumbnails. Now, with Snapchat shows specifically, you have to use 4 tiles. You can use less, but I would usually use 4. They're 1080 by 1920, so portrait. Portrait. And how they work is Snapchat will choose the best performing one and show that to the majority. So it's sort of like an A/B test, but on YouTube, but actually for Snapchat, and it actually works. Now, this is one of our new shows. We have a crazy amount. This is probably the hardest to run one, even though it's so easy, right? So this show here takes about maybe 5 minutes of video because the only expense is $5 for editing. This is one of our other shows, Food Central. I recently turned it into a meme show. Now, it's literally just memes compilations. Give this a watch.
Oh, sorry, not right now.
See, it's just memes. And this show currently is doing, it's been doing really well recently. Obviously, when you first come from December to January, the RPM drops like crazy. Look at that shit. It went from $6.40 to $3, but it's finally starting to come back. So that little dip that we had is obviously fixed now. So we're doing about 700 a day. I know recently, so that was because you can actually skip ahead one day. Recently on this show, we did about $970 just solely in one day. Now, that's pretty insane to think about, but I think the fact of the matter is Snapchat has so much scalability when you look at this, right? $965 in one day, and I did nothing. These videos take me about 5 to 4 minutes to make. I don't do anything. I have somebody that does it. We have another one in the exact same niche as that called Jittered, which is also memes. So if we go to revenue, $13,000 a month. We have 3 new shows which we recently acquired. That is Epic Humans, So Soothing, and Suspect. I'm going to go ahead and show you their analytics now, and I'm going to show you exactly how I acquired these guys. So Soothing is doing $7,000 a month. Epic Humans is doing $9,000 a month, and Suspect, which we recently took over, it is probably the most promising show. It did $1,000 today, and it was doing barely any views. And look, we did $1,000 just off 75,000 views. Look how good it's doing now. We got 250k views today. That means just today, this one show is probably going to make about $3,500. Now, this is a brand new portal that we just acquired. Now, let me go ahead and teach you guys exactly how to do this. So I've given you a deep dive into the analytics. You kind of have a basic understanding of how Snapchat shows work now. Just tags, thumbnails, uploading 3-minute content, and getting paid per paid impressions per CPM. Now, every single niche has a different CPM. If you were to upload in the news niche, the CPM tends to be quite high. Memes has a really high CPM, but one of the really bad things that I wouldn't recommend getting into is satisfying and food. Those 2 things suck. We had that food show that I was showing you before, and the reason why we migrated that from food all the way back to, let me go ahead and show you actually, the reason why we migrated that back from food to memes is because it was such a bad CPM. Let me go ahead and show you. Let's cut back to February to April. Take a look at this. We were still doing about $300 a day, $200 a day, but look at the CPM. $3, $4. It was atrocious, boys and girls. I'm telling you, it was not worth it. So once we did convert, now you can see we're doing about a $9 CPM. So we've doubled our CPM, maybe even like 2.5x. But now we're getting paid way more, and obviously there's way more views to be had in the memes niche than there is in the food niche. But all this is beautiful to know, but how do I actually acquire a show? That's the big question, and that's what everybody wants to know. How to obtain your own Snapchat show. Now, the way it works, as I said, Snapchat does not approve new shows anymore. They don't onboard shows at all. The only way for you to acquire a new show is for you to directly reach out to agencies that have a show that they aren't using or isn't being performed well enough to the best of their abilities. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an idea on how to do this. So head over to your mobile app. If I had my phone on me, I would go ahead and show you, but swipe to the right. That's essentially where Snapchat shows are. Those little discovery videos where it's like, Jake Paul just broke up with his ex. Those little 3-minute content videos. Now, you want to go and into the search bar and just look up random words. Look up fun, look up happy, look up sad. And you want to go ahead and look for those shows that have about 2,000, 3,000 followers, or the ones that just aren't posting. Now, oftentimes, they are going to have maybe a URL. They're going to have an email address. They're going to have a sort of organization name or maybe even a creator that has their name in the bio. You want to leverage that. You want to reach out to them and say, hey, I've seen you own a Snapchat show. I've generated hundreds of thousands with other Snapchat shows in the past. Just bullshit. Who gives a shit? Just bullshit to them. Say, I've generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in the past. I can take your show to the next level, which realistically you can. A lot of these people that have Snapchat shows are dumb as hell. They don't even know what they're doing. So you easily can do that. So I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it. So I'm going to say, I'm reaching out to a Snapchat show agency. I want to make a reach out email saying I'll scale their current show to 6 figures plus a month, and we've done it prior. Write me a short formal email to do this. Now, let's say you found an agency. They have their email in the bio for one of their shows specifically. So that how that works is they have like maybe an email address that would directly be for their company. And that's also kind of how I got those 3 shows that I just showed you previously, the So Soothing, Suspect, and that other one. Those 3 are making me like $10,000 profit a month now, and I don't even run them. Imagine doing this to a bunch of shows, getting 10, 20 under your belt. I'm still doing about $100,000 a month on Snapchat, and I don't do anything. I literally don't do anything. But here we go. Dear X, I hope this email finds you well. My name is X, and I specialize in scaling Snapchat shows to 6 figures monthly. Our team has successfully achieved this for other creators and agencies, and I believe we can do the same for your show. I'd love the opportunity to discuss how we can help grow your audience, optimize engagement, and maximize monetization. Now, if you guys have the time, and I'm telling you now, once you just get one show, you will be freaking motivated to the sun. You will start pumping out content. You will grow that show, and you can essentially leverage that one show to obtain more ones. There's about 4,000 to 5,000 inactive shows on Snap's platform that you can reach out to. Simply go on your phone, and I'm telling you now, it's never been this easy. Go hardcore. Email 100 people in one day, and I guarantee you, if you email 100 people, chances are you will obtain at least one show. And just by having one show, you'll get at least $5,000 a month. The way this works is you might be saying, well, I don't want to buy the show. You don't actually have to. What we do is offer equity splits. So what we go ahead and do is say, hey, we'll run the show and we want 50% of the equity, 50% of whatever it makes, we want. That's the best bet. Obviously, you don't want to go ahead and buy the shows. That's a bit weird. Unless you have a big budget, then you can definitely go that route. But let me give you an example of an agency that I've personally reached out to prior that has gotten back to me. Give me 1 second and I will cut back to that. Now, I want to emphasize that nobody else is ever going to show you exactly what I'm doing right now. Look how crazy this is. This is an agency that I found by doing my research. It was called 1026 Ventures. Now, what I went ahead and done was I went on their website. They had like a form for their website. And I said, hi there. I currently operate quite a few 6 to 7 figure Snapchat discovery shows. And I'd love to expand my portfolio whilst benefiting both parties. Let me know when you're around for a quick chat. Looking forward to talking more. So your end goal is to get them in a meeting where you can then go ahead and kind of sell it to them, try and get them on board to give you access to their show so you can run it for them. He said, hi Blake, thanks for reaching out. I have some time tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST or Friday at 11 a.m. PST to connect. This was back in July 2023, and just to show you I'm not full of shit, this is the show we actually got from them. You guys can see if I go to the settings tab, it should say 1026 Ventures. Now, we don't run this show anymore, but we ran it back in, I believe, October 2023. Ended up getting banned. That's one of the problems with Snap shows. But look, we ran it for about 3 weeks. Look how much we did. Look at this. Guys, is this not freaking insane? Look at this. We ran it from October 13th to October 30th. So about 2.5 weeks. In 2.5 weeks, we did $20,000 in revenue. And this still works. This still works. You can still do this right now. So we booked in a meeting. I said, that works. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yep, we got into it. We've been trying to reach you via WhatsApp. So now I have them on WhatsApp. So we still talk to this day, sometimes here and there. But that's how you can obtain your own show. But once you've done that, you still need to close them. So you want to schedule a meeting with them. Just talk out of your ass if you have to. Obviously, I don't talk out of my ass because I have done this before. But for starters and for you guys, don't feel bad because chances are they're not doing anything with the show that they currently have. There's no downside to them giving it to you. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong because there's no difference from what you're doing from what they're doing. You're just going to be making them extra money and at least giving it a shot. Now, once you have it, you need to get them a contract. So what I'm going to go ahead and do just for you boys, because I appreciate you guys so much for watching this. Once again, only about 1% of you guys watch this. I will never sell a course. I have a one-on-one mentorship where I work directly with clients that are high ticket. It costs quite a bit, but we scale people to 6 figures a month. That's down below. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is give you guys a free contract sample. So a contract that you guys can just change the information on, give it to them, and that's kind of protects you liability wise. This is not financial advice, but I will give you a contract that will kind of help you mitigate any risk of them scamming you. At the end of the day, contracts are more so to scare the other party, not really to enforce anything. Hypothetically, if someone was to screw you over for 10 grand, you're not going to go sue them, but having that contract in place kind of scares them a bit to where they're going to back off and they aren't as likely to mess you over. But yeah, I'll put that below. Make sure to download that. Next thing, the future of Snapchat shows. Now, coming February 1st, which is in about 2 weeks, we've heard different things. There's been things around for years where they're like, oh, Snapchat shows are getting deleted, all this crap. I don't think they are. They're apparently removing the Discovery tab and merging spotlights with shows, which nobody really knows how it's going to work, but I have been told by an inside source that it was originally planned for February 1st, but they've pushed it back to about mid-June, July. So that's probably what's going to happen. So you have at least minimum another 6 months to really milk this. And in that 6 months, you could easily make $500,000. Realistically, you'd make about 100 grand easily. And that's being very, very conservative, presuming you only got like 2 shows. So yeah, that's kind of the future of Snapchat shows as a whole. I would say don't be worried. Don't be scared. I really do think they're going to be around for quite a while. So get on that. Guys, I'm telling you now, it has never been this easy to make $10,000 a month. I always go into YouTube automation. That still works. That is the bread and butter. But I know a lot of you guys have been asking about Snapchat shows, how I've made $3 million, close to $4 million now, but off of Snapchat shows specifically. It is that easy. Get a show, automate it. If you're doing a compilation like a meme show, I'm going to show you what I do for like my tiles. So if we go to, let's go jittered. Our tiles are just piss take. Like, let me show you here. So this show makes about like $15,000 on a good month, $20,000 on a decent month. Yeah, see, the cat girl emo trend must stop. This anime fear trend needs to stop. Bro became the Lorax, and just really funny thumbnails, and it's literally just a meme compilation from YouTube that I just took. That is literally how easy Snapchat is. And yeah, as I said, outreach, I've told you exactly how to do that. Contracts, I'll send it below. I really, really, really wish you guys the best. Please get started on this. Don't be lazy. You have nothing better to do and be like, oh, I'm busy with school. Shut up. You're working at 9 to 5. You're a bum if you're doing that. Get off your ass and just do this. I know you say you don't have time, but I promise you do. Don't be lazy. Act upon it right now. Give it a month, and in a month, you'll be printing $10,000 a month. Good luck, and guys, share your results below. I would love to hear if any of you guys end up acquiring some Snapchat shows. See ya.